I went to carry on working with my father at first. We were doing a lot of high-end refurbs. I was doing a lot of high-spec decoration at first and small amounts of the faux finishing, but it was still needed for the clients because they liked it. As soon as you showed them it, they loved it, and they always had something that needed doing. But then I left my dad to go off on my own, which was quite hard at first because the industry back then was very hard to get into. It was very close-knit, no one took anyone on unless you knew someone within it already. So I went back to my tutor who I'd taught with before, Phil, and we went through to do set design. So I'd done the whole application for that. It was a process for about 6 months it took to go through the whole process. I went down to like the last 3 people. Unfortunately, I didn't get it in the end. I didn't, but that was down to me. It was purely because I asked the question to a student who had finished this apprenticeship like a year before, and I asked him, how's work been for you since you got through? And he said I hadn't done any. So that kind of gave me I think they noticed my disappointment as well. So I went back off, still really struggled to get into it for a long time, still working for myself for a while and a lot with my father. I came across my tutor again a few years later who introduced me to a company that I then ended up working for. He said, this is what we've been trying to do for years for you, to get you into. I know how much you want it. So he set up an interview with me and I met the company, and within about a week I'd started with them. And that's where then my career kind of took off from there, really. I learned so much in the time that I was there, not just about the finishes themselves and bettering myself at being a finisher, but also about the business side of things, how it runs, the kind of clientele that you want to be dealing with. Yeah, and it's been going on ever since. I've just been bettering myself ever since.